the Beautiful fans. The spoilers and the promo is out for this upcoming week, and we got to talk about it. Look like Thomas is asking for an opportunity back into Forrester. Look like there's a custody battle on the horizon. And then we see Brooke make a compelling proposition to Taylor. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. This is your spoilers for the bold and the beautiful for the week of February 6th through February 10th. And without any further ado, let's talk about what's going on this week. So let's get into the thick of things right now. Look like Bold and the Beautiful Thomas is asking Hope to rehire him. So Thomas is desperate to get his old job back, so he secretly approaches Hope to plead his case. Thomas apologizes to Hope for all of his transgressions and begs for his job back. Hope also kind of expressed her disappointment in Thomas for getting into this position in the first place. However, Hope wants to be able to trust Eric and Zende's expertise, but despite everything that's happened between Thomas and Hope, she still seems willing to be in his orbit. So I'm wondering what her response is going to be, because this is not the only thing that's concerning Thomas, which we'll jump into next. So, do you see how big Hope's eyes is when it comes to a different conversation with Thomas, as Thomas now wants to reclaim his son through a custody battle?
Douglas is my son, and I need to know he's safe.
I need my son. That is why I had these drawn up.
Is this serious?
Thomas has some trick up his sleeve.
Be prepared to be let down. You might lose custody of your son tomorrow.
Bold and the Beautiful has done some very weird storylines. It's one thing to have Thomas sneak and ask for his job back over at Forrester, and then also in the same breath try to take custody of Douglas. So I'm curious on how they're going to maybe tie these two storylines together, as I did bring this up in my February sweeps spoilers video. If you haven't checked that out, it's on this channel. But it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out, especially because in November sweeps, we just came off of Thomas and the CPS call and everything that happened with Douglas at that time. So yeah, stay tuned for a very heartfelt, heart-wrenching storyline for this month, but it begins this week. So it looks like Deacon is, he's missing him some Sheila. And it looks like this coming week, Deacon is going to take a risk for a second chance. I don't know if he want to do that with Bill Spencer in the mix. And of course, Deacon has to know that if Bill is being ostracized for being with Sheila, what is Hope and Brooke going to think if they find out not only that he was with Sheila, or that he would like a second chance with Sheila? And then what is Bill going to do with this information as well? So we got to stay tuned, but I think it's a stupid idea, Deacon. So we do know that we're on the horizon of this huge custody battle this month between Hope and Thomas over Douglas. Well, guess who has to make a choice? And it's going to be a difficult one for none other than Douglas. And the thing is, we've been seeing little glimpses of him acting and looking some kind of way at Liam, as maybe as if he had issues with him. We saw that happening over on a scene on an episode at Finn's house. So what is this going to mean? Does Douglas truly actually want to be with Thomas? Maybe the judge is going to ask him, and he has to make a tough decision on whether to move forward with his father or not and stay with Hope. So again, more on Thomas. It looks like Eric give words of wisdom to Thomas this week, because obviously with this custody battle that he's presenting to Hope over Douglas, Eric is probably going to talk him out of this, or maybe at least give him some wisdom in regards to whether or not he should pursue this option at all. Now, my thing is, this is his son, and, he has a right to do that. But the question is, with everything that has happened over the past 4 or 5 months, will that weigh in his favor or not? And maybe that's some of the wisdom that Eric is going to give this week. Okay, so let's switch gears and talk about Taylor and Brooke. So as we know, Katie was upset to find out that Taylor was the one that shot Bill. Now, of course, we're going to see this coming week, Brooke is going to defend Taylor to Katie. So we all know that both Brooke and Taylor are confirmed BFFs at this point, and she's taking up for the girl against her sister, because Katie would probably be like, you know what, we wouldn't have been in this position if it wasn't for Taylor in the first place, and now Sheila is on the road. Well, we have to see how the outcome is going to be with this situation. So this is surprising, as we spent all of 2022 seeing Steffy at odds with Brooke. Well, of course, since their moms are back into play, I guess everybody is all kumbaya, right? Well, it looks like as Steffy is worried about Taylor, Steffy is going to turn to Brooke for help, because the problem is that Taylor is now taking accountability. She's seeing where she went wrong, and as much as, hey, she's acknowledging that, the thing is it's taking her down a very dark spiral spin with this thing. So of course everybody's worried, and that includes her daughter. So we'll see if these two can come together for Taylor. And finally, we will see Brooke making a compelling proposition to Taylor coming up this week. Now, I'm wondering if this is after all of the conversation that happened with her and Katie, her and Steffy, and now we have some form of an idea that Brooke has. We got to see what that proposition is. And all of this, we got to stay tuned for next week. So there you have it, your bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of February 6th through February 10th. Stay tuned for the Young and the Restless spoilers also for this week. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.